You are listening to the recording from a wonderful Wow Wednesday free teleclass provided by Women's Prosperity Network. This is your midweek motivation, inspiration, and education to keep you going and excited about your life. Be sure to check out the many resources available through WPN at www.wpnglobal.com.
So good morning again, everybody. This is Nancy Matthews, your hostess today for the Wow Wednesday welcome call. Welcome to your midweek motivation, education, and inspiration designed to keep you plugged in, motivated, and feeling good all week long. So we had the Monday morning blues that get eradicated because you're out there and you're pumped up and you're ready to go, and then you're feeling good on Monday, and then Tuesday rolls around, and then Wednesday can come in sometimes and feel like hump day. Oh, my gosh, when's the weekend going to get here? Well, today for Wow Wednesday is your opportunity to stop and say, wow, it's Wednesday. What new miracles await me today? So I want to congratulate each and every one of you for showing up consistently on these calls, listening to the replays, and giving yourself this gift, this moment in time where you stop and pause and say, okay, I'm taking it to the next level, and continuously growing yourselves and taking your life to greater heights. Because as late, great Jim Rohn has said, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And that's what each and every one of you are doing by showing up on the Wow Wednesday calls and listening to the replays, investing the time in your self-education, because you know that it will make you a fortune, and not just a fortune in your bank account. It will bring you fortunes in your bank account, your relationships with others, and your relationship with yourself. Think about all of the billions and millions of people in this world who are not making that effort to continuously grow and take it to the next level. You, listening to this call, are among the top 1% of the people in the world who put that effort in and say, I'm going for more. You are answering the call within yourself for more and have chosen to go for more despite all of the upsets and the obstacles and challenges that appear along the way that could stop you the way that they do stop most people. So today's conversation around the Hokey Pokey, and I'm going to get to that in just a moment, but I really want to lay the foundation for where this comes from and the role that you play in stepping up and stepping out in your life. So think back to when we're first born. When we are born, our natural state is to learn, to grow, and to explore new things. We want to touch everything. We want to taste everything. We start learning how to talk, and we're experiencing new people. And just think of those images of a child where everything is new and you can't wait to learn more. And as children and babies, this expansion, this exploration is encouraged at first. Then as we get a little older, come the, oh, don't touch that, the, oh, you can't do that. Then come the perceived failures and the rejections and people who say things that hurt our feelings, or disappointment set in from not getting what we thought we wanted. Limiting belief shows up, the self-doubt, the anger, depression, fears, and frustrations. And before you know it, most people begin to associate learning, growing, and stretching as potential for hurt as opposed to potential for growth and expansion. So this potential for hurt causes people to stop learning and growing and to slowly settle into a life that is safe, stagnant, and no longer filling our natural born desire to continuously expand. That's why so many people today are stuck, or that's why maybe in the past you've been stuck, or maybe there's things that still show up that you get stuck around. And the Hokey Pokey conversation is going to show you how to get past those upsets, how to get past being stuck, and continually learn and grow without fear of being hurt, because we can transform that in a moment. In the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace T. Wattles, and some of you may have heard of this book, some not, I was first given this book back in 2002 when I first went into business for myself. And I read it, but I didn't really totally embrace it. It was written in the turn of the century by a man by the name of Wallace T. Wattles. And he studied the process of getting rich. He's just like Napoleon Hill. This came before Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And he studied what getting rich involves and found that it is an exact science, just like mathematics. And when you follow the formula laid out by Mr. Wattles in this book, you will absolutely get rich. I've been in a mastermind group where we've been studying these principles and have actually created now a 30-day intensive program to really integrate these principles, because what happens is we can read something, we can find motivational quotes, but it's not until we put these things into action that true transformation in every area of our life can take place. And what Wallace Wattles starts talking about in The Science of Getting Rich is that every person naturally wants to become all that they are capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. It's really that simple. And it's only by our thought patterns, our fears, our limiting beliefs, things that happened to us in the past that now form the way we react and respond to things, that stop us from pursuing that inherent nature to be more, to do more, and to have more. That success is becoming what you want to be. And I want you to take this moment right now and acknowledge that you are a success in this moment, because you're in the process of becoming all that you want to be. I'm sure that you've heard the phrase, success is a journey, not a destination. Well, give yourself some congratulations and pat yourself on the back, because you are in the journey. You are in the process of becoming, and that simple fact declares you to be a success. So right now, where you are, I want you to say out loud, I am a success. And if you're standing in Starbucks, it may feel weird. Just say it. I am a success. If you're in your car, proclaim it, and know that by virtue of being here on this call, listening to the replay, plugging in continuously to your personal development, you are a success, because you are in the process of becoming all that you can be. And we won't fully realize all of that until the day that we die. So success in this life and this journey is all about living each day and each moment with power, with possibility, with enjoyment, with tapping into all that is there for us on the buffet of life to enjoy and appreciate. That's what success is. It's how we feel in each moment. It's how we react in each moment. It's how we choose to experience our existence right now. And one of the things I so love about this book, The Science of Getting Rich, is it reinforces all of our most basic desires and gives us the opportunity to continuously expand and eliminate the paradigms and bad and not fulfilling thinking that may have come up along the way by the stories we told ourselves, by the stories our friends and families may have told ourselves, by all the stuff we make up about what has happened to us, about what we don't have right now. I'm sure all of you know that the best way to get whatever you want in life is by coming from a state of gratitude, appreciating what you do have, and then taking that next step and going for more. So acknowledge right now in this moment, once again, I am a successful person. I am a successful person. Now, some of you may be thinking, this is awesome, Nancy. I feel great. Well, what does this have to do with the Hokey Pokey? And where did that all come from? Well, here's how it relates. Right now on this call, I know that each and every one of you are saying, I feel good, I'm successful, I'm excited, inspired, and powerful, because you recognize that you're in that space of growing. What I also know is that when you hang up the phone, it's possible, almost likely, that something in your outside world is going to come up and trigger those old fears, those limiting beliefs, and the stories that may lead you to feeling angry, frustrated, or scared. That list of anti-success emotions that I mentioned earlier, the, oh, I can't do that, the perceived failures and rejections if somebody says no when you're calling them for buying your product or service, somebody might say something to hurt your feelings, disappointments, limiting beliefs, all that, those stuff that shows up that can stop us and cripple us and have us forget who we really are, that we really are successful, powerful people because we're committed to the process. We're committed to having more, being more, and doing more in our lives. And I'm here to show you how you can quickly transform those upsets into opportunities to learn and grow and expand. Because we can't stop those upsets from happening. That's just part of life. But what we can control is how we respond to them. As John Maxwell says, it's not what happens to you that matters, it's what happens in you that matters. And that simple shift and that simple transformation can be attained by simply doing the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. So it really is that simple. Recently, I've been working with many clients on the phone, and as they're growing to the next level in their business or getting together with family and friends who push their old buttons, there's lots of situations that can come up that trigger those old feelings, those old behavior patterns where we might feel sad or depressed or frustrated if we're not getting the results we want. And this concept of doing the hokey pokey came up through several different coaching sessions that I had with clients. I had one client who was going for a romantic relationship, and the romance was not returned on the other side. And it was easy to make that, oh, I'm not good enough, she doesn't like me, it's not going to work out, and making all of those stories about that I am not worthy, all of those old patterns and patterns coming up. And I said, no, wait, stop. The fact that the romance didn't work out is not about you. You are a beautiful being. It just didn't work out with this particular person. So congratulate yourself for putting yourself out there, for being willing to take the risk. And as soon as the thought comes up where, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, whatever those stories are, stop in that moment, snap your fingers, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around and say, that's my old way of thinking. There must be something better coming for me in the future. And it's about having faith and trust in the process and knowing that you are in the process of learning and growing, and in that process, all the right opportunities come to you as long as we stay true to continuously developing ourselves, helping others, and being of service in the world. That's the magic of having that faith and that intuition to trust yourself. So as I shared this hokey pokey theory with one client, I had another client who was going through a challenge where she was going to be with her family, and the family was filled with negative thoughts and, everything is bad, the economy is terrible, and you can't do business, and there's so much competition out there, and you got to really be in this dog-eat-dog world. And she's like, I don't want to even be in that environment, but I have to be because I'm going to be with my family. So I shared that, again, the minute that you hear something come up that triggers one of those old behavior patterns, snap your fingers, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around. Now, you may be thinking, how am I actually going to do this? Let me take a step back and have us start off the hokey pokey the way the song starts us off. So here we go. And the first step is you put your right hand in. So we start each day by putting our right hand in, and the most important step is this first step. So put the right hand in, putting your right hand into everything that you do. And the way that you accomplish that is by starting your day with the right intention and attention. And that is to start each day by affirming, I am a success. I am in the process of growing. I can't wait to see what new opportunities await me today. One of the things that I do when I first wake up in the morning is the minute my to-do list starts entering my brain and I'm lying in bed and the to-do list starts running through, I got to do this, I got to do that, I catch myself from doing that. I stop in that moment and say, today is a day filled with opportunity, possibilities, and miracles just waiting for me to recognize them and tap into them. So put your right hand in by starting each day with an affirmation that you are a success and there are miracles and opportunities just waiting for you to recognize them. Now, many of you know that I am a huge proponent of giving yourself the very first 15 minutes a day to set your intention, to write down your goals for the day, to focus on what you want to create and experience in that day, all from a positive place. And that is you setting your intention and determining how you're going to live that day before you jump into your email or get on the telephone or get on Facebook and letting other people's demands determine the course of your day. This first 15 minutes a day is so crucial. I've had some people who've taken me up on a challenge I offered out back in September to text me every day after they did that 15 minutes of dedication, and life-transforming results are happening, not only in the way that they feel and experience their days with more power, more peace, and more joy, but I got to tell you, their bank accounts are being transformed. I have one client who took me up on this challenge back in September. Every single day she's been sending me a text that she's got this done. And as a result, in the month of November, her business doubled. Would you like to double your business next month? You can do it this month. We can start right now in this moment, do the hokey pokey, turn ourselves around, and choose to powerfully move forward with this focus and intention. Many of you have already taken advantage of and gotten hold of my daily success journal and the daily habits prompts, and that's a great tool to use. January 1st, I'm rolling out a 30-day intensive studying the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace T. Wattles, and I'll share a little bit more with you about that towards the end of the call. But the first step in this hokey pokey process to turn yourself around is to put your right hand in. Start each day with focus, intention, desire of what you want to create in the day. Now, the next step is to have constant and continuous awareness of what you are feeling and experiencing. So you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to set your intention, and then you're going to go out in the world. And just like when you leave this call, you're going to leave inspired and excited, and I can do anything, and I'm a success, and then something may show up that can shift that energy, can shift that feeling into something not as positive, to maybe even something negative. Maybe it's frustration, sadness, anger, whatever those emotions are that show up. The next step, once you've put your right hand in, the next step is to have constant awareness of how you're feeling. So I want you to recognize what emotion you're experiencing at every single point in your day. And the best way to more easily have this awareness is reinforced by that 15 minutes in the morning, because that puts you in touch with what you are feeling so that when you step out in the world, it will continue to give you that awareness. It's kind of like you're putting on this hat every morning with your 15 minutes, and you step out in the world, and this hat lets you be able to recognize and see what you're feeling. Excuse me. Because I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I certainly have. When all of a sudden I'm feeling angry and I might be yelling at somebody or something's coming up and I don't even realize I'm in that state. Well, fortunately, that doesn't happen to me anymore, and as soon as my energy shifts away from something positive to something negative, I have the awareness to look at it from a higher view. Say, okay, Nancy, you just got angry. You just got upset. What's really going on here? Are you afraid of something? Are you scared that something won't happen? Are you fearful that somebody's going to try to hurt you? And in that moment of awareness, it's when I have the opportunity to do step 3. Step 3 is to actually get up and turn yourself around. So I want to invite you, this step 3 is to do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Because you can say this in your mind, but I want you to physically stand up, do hokey pokey, and turn yourself around. Because when you associate a physical action with a mental process, it locks in the learning. It takes it to a deeper level. And you may, in fact, feel silly, especially if you're in a crowd somewhere or if you're in with family. You may feel stupid. You may say, oh, this is ridiculous. But I promise you, when you do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, which I am now doing, standing here on the phone with you, I'm doing the hokey pokey and turning myself around. When you do that and attach it to, I'm shifting my energy, I'm shifting my thought process, that state that my sister-in-law just said really wasn't designed to hurt me. She's coming from her perspective. It's not about me. It has something to do with her. Or perhaps, did I do something that I want to look at and correct the situation? When you stand up and do that hokey pokey and turn yourself around, you will absolutely shift back to having the right hand, back to coming from the place and intention that you always want to come from, which is a positive, grateful outlook on life, place of love and growing and learning and taking it to the next level. One of my clients, this was right around Thanksgiving time, she was anxious because she was getting together with her family, and as it happens in that particular family dynamic, there's a lot of resentment built up. There's a lot of frustration. The communication is not clear and open and welcoming. And she was anxious about getting into that environment. And I said to her, when this happens, when you hear a statement that shifts your energy from something positive to something negative, I want you to stand up, snap your fingers, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around. Now, my joy comes from after Thanksgiving. She shared with me that this experience with her family was the best that she's had in a long, long time. And it's not that they were any different. They were exactly the same as they've always been, but she was different. She didn't allow her buttons to get pushed. She stood up at one point. They were at the kitchen table putting food together for the meal, and there was some chatter going on in the family, and the sister said something that was typically a digging comment into her, and she said, that's not about me. She stood up, turned herself around, and sat back down, and her family looked at her and said, what are you doing? You're turning it around. You're changing the conversation. So they made it mean whatever they want. The bottom line is she was able to shift her energy and shift her experience. This hokey pokey approach to life will give you the ability to experience more joy, experience more love, and I promise you, as an outside benefit of choosing to live your life in this way, the people around you will be slowly transformed. As long as you continue showing up and being in the process of being a success, being committed to your continuous learning and growing, the people around you will change. Or, as my old mentor, Art Williams, said, the people around you will change, which means either the people that you're currently around will change themselves, or the people that you're around will change and you'll be with different people. Because as you continue your growth and expansion, the more you are representing positive love, light, energy, and success, as you're getting richer and richer in your life, in every area of your life, more people like that are going to be attracted to you. So let's just quickly recap. I know we're coming up on the top of the half hour here. So do the hokey pokey. Start by acknowledging you are a success, and start each day by putting your right hand in. That first 15 minutes of attention and focus. Step number 2 is to have constant awareness of how you're feeling. And step number 3 is in the moment where you recognize that you are not feeling positive, happy, and joyful, stand up, snap your fingers, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself around. Now, because I know that all of you, just like me, are a success, by virtue of the fact that you're here on the call, you're in the process of becoming all you can be, and quite frankly, you are stepping up and stepping out on what they call the road less traveled, because it's easier to sit on the couch every night and watch TV. It's easier to just go about your day and sit on the sidelines and watch other people in life. But each and every one of you here today, listening to the replay, you're in the game. And because you are in the game, we're going to keep playing together, and I continuously learn and grow. And I want to invite you to take a leap with me. Take a leap to that next level and join me in the science of getting rich. I've got a 30-day intensive I've put together. So the science of getting rich. Right now in this moment, I want you to notice what thoughts showed up for you when I said getting rich? What emotions were triggered? What stories from your past when I mentioned getting rich? Did you have something come up? It's like, oh, yeah, baby, I'm going to be rich. I love being rich. Or did something show up for you like, oh, no, I just want to be of service. I don't want to focus on the money. And I can get everything I want when I help other people. Absolutely. That is a true universal law that you will get everything that you want by helping other people. And getting rich is one of the best ways to help people. I know for me, when I first hear the term getting rich, I have some old triggers that show up. How about filthy rich, stinking rich? Oh, my goodness. Why are these the words that are associated with getting rich? It's because of faulty thought patterns. It's because of paradigm shifts that created us believing that getting rich was something bad. Getting rich is an absolutely wonderful thing, and I am grateful that Wallace Wattles in this timeless classic has boiled this down to a science. I've been studying this for 2 months now, and in the last 2 months, I have generated more money into my bank account and into my life than I had in the 6 months prior to that. The science of getting rich. If you apply the principles shared in this book to your life, to your being, it's a science, just like 2 + 2 = 4. When you do these principles and practices ingrained inside of you to wipe out old thought patterns about what getting rich means, what being of service, how you create your money, that everything really can be created from a plane of love and creation as opposed to force and competition. This book takes you through everything. When you ingrain yourself in this, your inherent desire to grow, to learn, and to be more includes getting rich. One of the first quotes in the book is, there's nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. And that desire is praiseworthy. So I want to invite you, take this leap to the next level with me. Let's start 2012 with a steadfast commitment not only to our continuous growth and learning, let's commit to get rich. Because when we are rich in every area of our life, including our bank accounts, imagine all the more people that you're going to be able to help and to serve. Because in this world in which we live, we can help more people when we have more resources with which to help them. So let me share with you what this Science of Getting Rich 30-day intensive looks like and how you can become a part of it. First of all, the book has 17 chapters. So I've created a 30-day intensive where, number one, immediately one day next week, you're going to get a PDF of the book, and it's not very long, a PDF of the book, plus 17 audios where I've taken each one of those chapters and recorded them as a separate chapter. And this is going to be part of your daily 15 minutes routine for the month of January. Every day, all you need to do is either read one chapter or listen to the audio, one chapter a day. And then I will pose some questions or prompts for you to think about as you apply these principles to your own life. And we're going to do this course for 30 days together. So it will start on January 1st at 10 a.m. Let's welcome the new year in together. Let's welcome the new year in with successful people. And that means you are a success right now because you're in the process of becoming all that you can be. So we'll start off on January 1st at 10 a.m., so I'll let you sleep in. I'm sure you'll stay up a little bit at night. But let's start this day with power. Let's not start January 1st with a hangover. Let's start it by stepping into all that we can be. 10 o'clock in the morning, a live teleclass and sharing about the principles, about the science of getting rich, about setting your intentions of what you want to create in 2012. And then every day, throughout the month of January, you will receive an email and a text message if you want to sign up for text message notification, which is a great, gentle reminder for you because I know that life shows up and things can get in the way, and I want to do everything within my power to support you to stay in the process. So every day you're going to get an email and or a text reminder of which chapter to focus on that day. And I promise you, all that's going to take is 15 minutes a day. Everybody can find 15 minutes a day, especially those of you on the call who are committed to your success. So this 30-day intensive, starting January 1st and going all the way through the end of the month, is going to be $67. Now, last week I first talked about it. Several of you already took advantage of the Wow Wednesday extravaganza where we offered it for $54, and I always want to respect people who take advantage of the early specials. So the regular pricing for this 30-day intensive is $129. For those of you on the call today who are ready to really develop at that next level, let's take that leap and get really, really rich together. Enrich our lives, enrich our souls, and thereby enrich the lives of all the people around us, all the people that we want to serve. Call Susan at 954-290-2240, and you can pick up this 30-day intensive for just $67. So that's $67. You get the 30-day intensive with the daily email, text, staying in the process, the teleclass. I will probably throw in some additional teleclasses and masterminding throughout that 30 days, and I'll let you know when the dates come in for that. Join us in this journey. Take it to the next level. Now, because I care about each and every one of you so deeply, and I know that some of you may be feeling, this 30-day commitment, I don't know if I can do that. You know, I just really want the book, or I just really want the audios. I'm going to make that available to you, and you can do the course at your own pace. If you simply want to pick up the PDF of the book and the audios that I've recorded for these, that you can have for $27. So give Susan a call again at 954-290-2240 and do one of two things. Don't let this opportunity pass you up, because your opportunity to grow and take it to the next level is here at your fingertips. One of the other quotes from this book that I so loved is when he shares the following: do not wait for an opportunity to be all that you want to be. When an opportunity to be more than you are now is presented and you feel impelled toward it, take it. It will be the first step toward a greater opportunity. So this is an opportunity to join this journey with the 30-day intensive, or simply picking up the book and the audios that I've done. This is an opportunity for you to be more than you are right now, to continue in that process of growing and becoming and being the success that you are. Take this opportunity, join us on this journey, and leap to the next level, and let's all get really, really rich together. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'll open up the lines for any questions or comments. Give a call to Susan at 954-290-2240 and join us in this study, this mathematical equation of the science of getting rich. And remember the 1, 2, 3 of the Hokey Pokey. Put your right hand in every day. Start off by creating the intention and focus on what you want in your life. Step 2, have the continuous awareness of how you are feeling, because it is through our feelings and emotions that we experience life. And number 3, when you are feeling out of alignment with your positive energy, with your happiness, stand up, snap your fingers, do the Hokey Pokey, and turn yourself around. So thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and open up. If you have any questions or comments, please do hit *6. All right, I have the lines open. Please hit *6. Any questions or comments? I'm also curious to know if any of you have applied this Hokey Pokey to your life yet, and also anything about the science of getting rich that you may be familiar with. So let me go ahead and open up the line. The first is the beautiful Nydia Ramirez.
Good morning, Miss Nancy. How are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm awesome, and so are you.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for last night. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. What a beautiful energy.
Yes, it was a great event. Like, the room was filled with nothing but positive, happy people. Wasn't that great?
It was great. It was absolutely wonderful. And second, the calls at 10 o'clock, how long will they last?
Well, the Science of Getting Rich, what I'm doing on January 1st at 10 o'clock, it'll be a 1-hour call.
So 10 to 11?
It's from 10 to 11 on, I believe that's a Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, January 1st. So from 10 to 11, we'll do the call, and then starting the following day on Monday is when you'll start to get the emails and the text with the chapter for the day to be studying. And part of this is, what I'm excited about creating is, imagine a group of us all incorporating these principles. Imagine the energy and effect we're going to have in the world in which, and the community in which we operate, when we are all in alignment with this. How exciting.
Sounds awesome. Yep. So every day it will be for 1 hour.
No, forgive me for that. So the only teleclass that's scheduled is Sunday from 10 to 11. Then you'll get an email and or a text message that simply reminds you to listen to Chapter 1. Then on Tuesday, you'll get an email or a text that says, today listen to Chapter 2. Then Wednesday.
And so on, and then we talk again the following Sunday?
No, I'm going to set up probably 2 other teleclasses. I don't know if I'll do them at Sundays or in the evenings. I'm going to send a survey out to see when everybody responds, because I want the most people to be able to participate.
I hear you. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out time-wise.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, so time-wise, time-wise you need Sunday, January 1st, 10 to 11, and then you just have to schedule 15 minutes each day to listen to the audio.
Reading.
Correct, or read the chapter.
Wonderful. That is awesome. Looking forward to it, and wish you a beautiful day.
Thank you, Nydia. You as well. Get out there and enjoy, and remember to do the Hokey Pokey when you need to.
Sounds wonderful. I promise I will.
Okay, thank you.
I love it.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Hugs and kisses. Bye.
Thanks. All right, good morning. This is Nancy. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning. This is Susan. Am I one of your unknown callers?
Yes, you come up as unknown, Susan.
Yes, I don't know why that is lately. Anyway, thank you for the call. This is awesome, as usual. You are amazing, just amazing. I had a gift I'd like to give to all the members on the line today, and that is if they call me today to commit to and order the full 30-day intensive, I would like to give each and every one of the members a 10% discount.
Oh, very nice. You are so good at taking care of our people. I love that about you.
Absolutely. So call me right away and get that extra discount.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And again, it's 954-290-2240. And let me go ahead and open up the line for Gina from Massachusetts.
Yes, it's me. Thank you
Hi.
for taking my call, Nancy. And one of the things, I actually have the book Science of Getting Rich, so I haven't read it, though, but I have it because I have many books read. So thank you for bringing that book back to my attention. In reference to the Hokey Pokey, yes, I did catch myself yesterday at two different occasions getting all frazzled because and then I was like, you know what, let me just bring myself back to where I should be because I have no control of the situation, and I let it go.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And it's having that awareness when it happens. That's the key. Right in that moment is where our power lies.
Exactly.
Good for you.
I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let it ruin my day, that it is what it is. It was a minor thing, but it's just it was an inconvenience. That's what it was.
Yeah. And there's so many opportunities for us to be inconvenienced today, especially when we rely on technology so much.
Exactly. So true.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, and Gina, pull out that book, and I really want to invite you to take this journey with us because there is something magical about not only reading the book, but really commit to this daily practice that takes it to the next level. So I do hope that you'll take the journey with us, and let's start 2012 off in the most powerful, prosperous way.
Yes. And I also want to add the one of the things you were saying about the I am rich, I am successful. I actually do a daily ritual. I do it's 10 things in the morning what I'm grateful for, and 10 things I want to attract into my life. And
I love that.
That's what I do. So actually, I kind of do like 5 in the morning of each one, and then I do 5 in the evening because even I'm grateful for that that VIP parking space I got right in front of the building or right in front of the store wherever I'm going. So
beautiful.
And yes, I am successful and I am rich.
You are. And Gina, when am I going to get to meet you? Are you going to come down here sometime?
Well, actually, I'm hoping to be at the Prosperity Conference next year in 2012.
Oh, very good. Yeah. We've got a great special going on for that right now. So did you talk to Susan about it yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't returned her call because I've been life happened. So.
I hear you. Yeah, but definitely get in touch with her because we've got a December special going on that will go away in January.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Well, good, Tina. I look forward to meeting you, and then perhaps we can talk someday about you helping us get WPN started up there.
That would be fabulous because, oh, my goodness, I could go on and on, but I'm going to stop now because I know that this is, being respectful for other people's time.
Well, thank you for that, and I will reach out to you to explore that a little bit further if you're open to it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Very good. Thanks, Gina. Have an awesome day.
You do the same.
I will. Okay, everybody, I'm getting ready to wrap up here. Any other questions or comments, go ahead and hit *6, and I can take those for you. And if there's nothing further, I will wrap the call up today and invite you back again next Wednesday for the wonderful Wow Wednesday, your midweek motivation, inspiration, and education. And remember to get out there, put your right hand in, be aware of how you're feeling, and do the hokey pokey if you need to turn yourself around. And I think one other person just popped in with a question or a comment. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello there, it's Susan again. I'm quick calling in between. I was wondering if you could just one more time explain the difference between the $67 program and the $27 program.
Okay, the $27 program is you will receive a PDF of the book and the 17 chapters on audio, and that's all you're going to get. So that's for $27, and that's for people who want to just do this at their own pace. They're resistant to, I don't want to commit to do this every day. They just want to do it at their own pace. So they'll have an audio recording of the book as well as the PDF, so they can read and or listen to it. And I listen to a chapter before I go to bed at night, when I'm driving in the car. I just am ingraining these principles into me. So if you want to study on your own, the $27 package is for you. If you want to join this community, if you want to tap into the energy of the collective and commit to a 30-day intensive focused on the science of getting rich, then you want to sign up for the $67 package, because it's going to include the teleclass on January 1st plus 2 other teleclasses during that 30-day process. I don't have them scheduled yet, but there'll be 2 other teleclasses where we can talk about the principles and maybe some challenges that are coming up and help you break through them. As well as you will receive a daily reminder as to what chapter you want to be studying that day. Because I believe and I know the power of the collective increases, multiplies, and magnifies the results you will have when you share this experience with a community. So you can do it on your own for $27 or tap into that exponential factor by doing it with the community in this 30-day program. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you getting it clarified.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. I want to wish you an absolutely fantastic, wonderful Wow Wednesday. We will be back here again next week, December 21st, as we head full swing into the remainder of the holiday season. I do want to wish all my friends on the line who celebrate Hanukkah a very, very happy Hanukkah. And then we are coming up on the rest of the holidays in the season. Get out there, have fun, make a difference in your own life and in the life of others. This is Nancy Matthews signing off and wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, giving every day that weekend feeling. Have a great day, everybody.